welcome to the last of our 5 Minutes to Wellness series. I am Jenna Fleming. I'm a licensed counselor in Texas, in Georgetown, just north of Austin, and I feel really honored and grateful that you've allowed me in your inbox for these 10 emails, and I hope that this has served you. Today's tip for wellness is something that's really near and dear to my heart because a lot of the perspective I come from as a counselor has to do with a type of theory called attachment. Attachment is a theory that basically focuses on healthy relationships, and that when we have healthy relationships with ourselves, within our families, then we are healthier as humans. John Bowlby is a researcher who studied this years ago. He studied orphans after World War II, and what he learned about them is that those who didn't have human contact struggled and suffered significantly. They didn't have the capability to thrive the same way that those infants and those children who had hugs and touch and connection. Today, in these times, we have a lot of advice on what we need to do to stay safe. We've added stress, we have a lot of information coming at us, and we need to follow the guidelines of safety that we're being told to do. And at the same time, what we need to do for our physical safety also can be harmful for our emotional well-being, and that is lack of connection. Isolation simply isn't healthy for a human being. We might have introverts, but really complete isolation isn't good. So what I want to encourage everyone today to do is to think about creative ways where you can connect. And that might be through Zoom meetings or a phone call or FaceTime or writing letters or going out to your front porches and waving to your neighbors, or whatever it is, how we can connect with people. Now, I did say in the first series that we need to have boundaries around things like social media and news and all of that. Social media is kind of a fake connection. We're seeing other people, but a lot of times we aren't really using that to have conversations, to share our emotions, or sometimes when people do that, you can get feedback that is kind of mixed. What I'm talking about is connecting directly with people in maybe at work, or in your family, your friends, the people around you, and also checking in with the people around us. The unfortunate side of being disconnected is that it can increase anxiety and depression in and of itself. It can increase stress too. And the reality is, if you're home, if you are experiencing or not experiencing these things, you can do things to help your well-being by connecting with others. And really, as a community, we can help each other as humankind by connecting with our neighbors. You might be okay with some of this isolation, but your neighbors might be struggling. And even though we can't go physically over to each other's homes, a call or maybe a waving in the street, or just kind of noticing. Sometimes in these times of stress, there can be more domestic problems in the home, more mental health problems in the home, more conflict in the home. And so we really want to be neighbors to one another by remembering each other. So today's tip is to reach out and connect with someone. Thank you again for your time. Thank you for allowing me into your inbox. And if these tips are useful, I hope you will share them. Also, if these tips were useful and you're still experiencing some struggle, or maybe you are you have a significant amount of anxiety or stress or know someone who does, please reach out for help. Our office offers video counseling right now, and most counseling offices are doing that. Mental health providers, for the most part in our country, are still open for business. Your insurance plans may change their coverage for video appointments. Please don't allow that to be an obstacle to you getting help. There in our area, there is the Williamson County Crisis Resources that you can reach out to. You can also reach out to our office, which is Georgetown Child and Family Counseling. You can call your local United Way to ask for a listing of mental health providers in your area. Whatever it is that you need support with, I want you to please reach out and get support. Counseling through video is shown to be just as effective as counseling in person. And in some situations, people show that they actually like it better. When it comes to young children, it can be done as well. It is a little different, and it does often have parents involved, but your counselor is right now, I know in our office, they have gotten themselves trained and they are very creative and resourceful. But the point is that we are still here to help, and we are still here for you. So if you need help, please reach out and get that help. Today's email also has some links of resources that you can click on if you need any mental health support. Thank you again for your time, and I'm wishing you and your loved ones wellness through this time and beyond.